universe has been like shouting at me to talk about this. So I was like, all right, this is what we're going to talk about today. Our subconscious mind is something to most people that seems really elusive. And I think that's because people confuse our subconscious mind with our unconscious mind. But there is a difference between our conscious, subconscious, and unconscious mind. And today I want to talk about the subconscious versus the conscious, because these are the ones that we can access and affect the most with just a few simple awarenesses. Hello, and welcome back to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. So let's start off with the difference between a conscious and a subconscious thought. So a conscious thought is literally just one that you choose to think. So like right now, I have this book in front of me. It's called A Course in Miracles. And right now, I'm going to choose to think the words A Course in Miracles in my head. Doing it right now. I thought it. You watch me do it. That was a conscious thought because I decided to do it. The subconscious thoughts are the ones that just pop up at random that you didn't actively decide to experience. That is quite literally the difference between a conscious versus a subconscious thought. But we hear these conscious or subconscious thoughts narrated in our brains all the time. And the reason why this is important is because these are the ones that we're choosing again. Like I talked about in my last video. You are taking a subconscious thought that you don't like and you're replacing it with a conscious one. And this is how we start to rewire our mindset. This is how every spiritual and non-spiritual successful person you've ever looked up to has changed their life. They've started with this very process of recognizing when they have a subconscious thought and replacing it with a conscious one. And slowly but surely, you start to recognize why your life is the way it is and why it is the way you wish it wasn't. And you start to recognize that you can start changing your thoughts. You can garden your mind. That's why I've loved that metaphor for so long and why I started out with it so long ago. Your subconscious thoughts are the most easy ones to access. You just have to bring some awareness to the fact that you are thinking. You got to start consciously thinking, actively choosing to think about what you're thinking. And that's what it comes down to. And this is the first thing that people like Tony Robbins or Teal Swan or anybody, this is the first thing that anybody teaches you. Gabby Bernstein, I think Choose Again is where I got that from. Is Gabby Bernstein. The way she phrases it, I liked that the best out of all the ways I've heard it put. But our subconscious mind, like it sounds mysterious, the subconscious mind, but it's not mysterious at all. If you just pay attention to it. It's there all the time, narrating at you, and it's completely meaningless. As is all of the conscious thoughts that you place. They can be absolutely meaningless as well. But that's a good thing. Because that means that you can always choose again. You can always find yourself in a different position, in a different place, just by changing your thoughts. I got cut off there for a second. I need to start turning those alarms off. One of the things that I want to note here is that whenever I'm talking about changing your perception, like, there are some big moments in life that suck. And acknowledging that they suck can be really helpful for a moment. But it's the dwelling in it that is unhelpful. So I'm never talking about pretending like a moment that was bad, that sucked, that hurt, was pleasant. That's never what I'm getting at. Pretending a moment that hurt was pleasant is never what you want to do. But you can look at that unpleasantness, figure out what the lesson was, and understand that healing from it and moving forward and acknowledging the lesson is a good thing. So when we're reframing our subconscious thoughts with conscious thoughts, you're not deluding yourself into thinking that an upsetting situation wasn't upsetting. It's reframing the idea that that upsetting situation was a bad thing. Because good and bad is all a matter of opinion. And we can recognize, because all of our thoughts that we have about things are meaningless, that we can redirect those and say, you know what? That was a really sucky, unpleasant time, but you know what? I learned this lesson, and that helped me, and that's a good thing. And we can do this in the moment more and more and more and more and more. And that's all there is to the subconscious mind. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. It's just those thoughts that pop up and say hi. And they're not all gonna be upsetting. But when it comes down to it, anything, even the ones that are like mildly annoying, they need to be addressed. Even if it's, I'm sitting in traffic and this is frustrating. Anything that takes away from your peace, what I call the unshakable peace, there is no big or small upset. Anything that takes away from your unshakable, what can become your unshakable peace, is something to address. Any subconscious thought that takes away from your peace of mind is one that should be recognized and replaced with another conscious thought that does add to your peace of mind. And yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Press that like button, all those silly things. Still working on my custom URL. I need a few more subscribers. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, including my link to dōTERRA, where you can get all the amazing things you've ever wanted when it comes to replacing all that chemical crap in your home with actually natural products. You can check out our dōTERRA Witches group where, I mean, we call ourselves witches because we love to play with plant medicine and spirituality, but it's really for everybody. And we teach about natural plant medicine. So if you're interested in that and replacing all that chemical crap in your home with natural products, you should definitely come check us out at dōTERRA Witches. I have my mailing list, which I'll be coming out with a new email very shortly. I know it's been 2 months. I know you've all missed me over in the mailing list, but got some new and exciting things to talk about in my next email. And if you're ready, really ready, to heal, grow, and expand your consciousness, I've got 5 spots. All you have to do, those links in the description, you can sign up for my free clarity call, which I am retiring once these 5 spots are taken. You can just, if you know you're really ready, sign up for one of my one-on-one session packages. That's also a link in there. And my email is always in there. Don't forget to check me out everywhere else I exist, mostly Instagram. And yeah, may the energies you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.